The year was 1989. 1989 was a great year. I mean, a lot of pop culture references and pop culture iconic things happened in 1989. I mean, the Berlin Wall actually came tumbling down in 1989. Seinfeld launched in 1989, and everybody loved Seinfeld. We had the TGIF lineup came out in 1989. It was just a different assortments of things that just came out in 1989. And not to be, brass or, brag, but the coolest thing to come out in 1989 was actually me. That's right. I just turned the big 3-0. Do you know what else just turned the big 3-0? I'll tell you what just turned the big 3-0. America's favorite yellow family actually just turned the big 3-0. The Simpsons actually was created by Matt Groening in December 17, 1989. And The Simpsons actually is the longest running American sitcom with more than 650 episodes under their belt. It's crazy to believe that The Simpsons is a 30-year-old show, but our beloved Batman actually first hit the big screen in 1989, donned by Michael Keaton, and everybody gave Michael Keaton for actually playing Batman because he just came off of playing Beetlejuice, but he actually nailed the part. This adaptation of Batman actually kind of just put Batman back in popularity. We had just came back from Adam's West, campy, goofy Batman, which actually today is still popular. It's because for its campiness, but the Tim Burton adaptation of Batman will always be iconic because it just set that grittiness and it just set that bar for Batman to be a dark character. So shouts out to 1989's Batman. I can keep talking about how awesome 1989 was for movies and TV shows, but this is actually a gaming channel, so we're going to switch gears and actually talk about games. And you know what else came out in 1989? I feel like I keep asking the same question, but I mean, it's the theme of the show, so deal with it. 1989, the Nintendo Game Boy was released July of that year. The handheld device was packaged with highly addictive game Tetris. It's crazy because that set the standard for actual handheld games. Its big, gray, blocky, 2-button directional pad layout was actually very fun and addictive, and a lot of people loved the Game Boy just because it was very convenient, had batteries, you could pop it into that sucker and it would last forever. And it's just crazy that that is a 30-year-old system. I feel old. But what I really want to talk about is the Sega Genesis. That's right. The Sega Genesis actually just turned the big 3-0. It is hard to believe that the Sega Genesis system is actually 30 years old. It just seems like yesterday I was sitting in the floor Indian style with my eyes glued to the screen while a little blue hedgehog ran back and forth my TV screen. It's just crazy. Time flies, man. I'm telling you, I feel old. The actual Sega Genesis was released in Japan in 1988, but stateside didn't see it till about 1989. And it's crazy that kind of sparked the whole 90s video game wars between Nintendo and actual Sega. Sega had this killer campaign where they used to say the slogan, Sega does what Nintendo don't, and I mean, it actually was a better system compared to the original Nintendo, which just was a 8-bit console that couldn't compete with the Sega Genesis. So Nintendo decided to release their Super Nintendo later on in 1993. They actually came out of Japan in 1990. But I was still a big fan of the actual Sega Genesis. I mean, the sprites, the colors, it just had the best, to me, video games also had the best games with the best soundtracks. I mean, a lot of that music that was on the Sega actually still sounds good today. I mean, who didn't love the Streets of Rage soundtrack? I mean, that music still bangs. So I just want to know how many people are actually going to go pick up the Sega Genesis Mini that releases in September. I know I am. I can't wait, man. It's crazy that it's been 30 years since the Sega Genesis just first released, and what a great way to pay homage for us to actually invest in buying it all over again and having that same experience, because nowadays nostalgia rules. So it's your boy Big TK Gaming, man. I'm out.